Hey there y'all, how's it going? It's your boy Luxtor here today with a World War Doh video. We've been going over balance changes, okay? And, okay, I'm making this a few days in advance. I had to sneak this off the back of a truck, if you know what I'm saying, okay? So let's take a look. Alright, now we don't know when these are going live, okay? Like I said, secret information here. But, we can take a look at them anyways. Starting off with brawls. Respawn. The commander will now always respawn after 4 seconds, and tower damage multiplier reduced to 2 times down from 3 times. So, instead of it being a gradual increase every single time you die, it's always going to be 4 seconds. That's pretty fair. I mean, I feel like that was one of the big complaints about it, was that if you're gone for just too long, there's not really much you can do to support. Your Greevils, Mini-Manders, support, all that stuff dies, you know? So, it's nice to be back in the action quicker. And multiplier reduced to 2 times instead of 3 times. That's actually useful. It did seem like the power, it did seem like the towers were just crazy strong. So let's see. Sheriff Justice now slows the commander by 60% for 3 seconds after pulling him. That's cool. Sheriff Justice could use some love. I vaguely remember him getting somewhat of a touch last few balance updates, but not really enough to see him in. I don't see anybody using him, so maybe this is something headed in the right direction. Maybe this is just what he needs. Who knows? A slow effect. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Discombobulator Ray. Cost increased to 4 up from 3. Fair. That's pretty fair. You would get massive value from it. That and Troop Trap, you know, it's just 2 cards that are cheap, but so incredibly useful in multiple different ways. You know people are going to complain about it when you're Disco Rang a Mama Rex for 3 dough and you just get a massive trade. So moving it up by 1, that's fair. I agree with that. Let's see. Teleporter will now portal back all units caught inside when used instead of just 1 unit. Hey, that's totally fair. It's a portal. How does it select just 1? So that makes absolute sense. I love it. Definitely fair for the card, especially because it got rid of the 5 charges. So if somebody has a huge push coming out, you can just push it all back to buy yourself more time. That's great. Let's see. Monkey on your back. Banana cost increased to 4 up from 3. I like it. That way it'll be harder for people to cycle through and just demolish your tower. Still, you know, not crazy expensive, so you will notice a bit slower transition from the monkey to bananas, unless they just have, you know, the dough stacked up like that. But that's still going to be an 8 dough commitment to go monkey and then bananas right away. That's very expensive. So, you know, definitely will slow down a bit of that strategy, which is great. A lot of artifacts being touched in this one, which is great. A lot of utility spells being affected. I like it. Drillotron X. Total damage increased to 1,000 up from 900. Okay. Also, damage will now be applied in 2 seconds total instead of 2.25 seconds. Okay, that was a little weird to read for a second. So, the total damage is faster by 1/4 of a second. I don't use the drill. Anybody that does, can you let me know if that's big of a difference? It feels like it should be, you know, that 1/4 of a second is what changes matches, honestly. So it could be a huge buff to it. Let's see. Also, Drillotron X will now generate 2 dough if it destroys a building. Okay, it's a little more incentive to use it there. So if you destroy a building, hey, it just costed you 1 dough to destroy that building. That's a great trade. Wow, that's going to be a huge gut punch to spawners in general. Fish tank, beehive, now the porta potty. You got to be careful how close you place those to your towers, because that's just nothing but value right there. I hit your tower, I got back 2 dough, and I destroyed a porta potty. Come on now, ridiculous. Okay, let's see here. Infestation mine cost reduced to 2, down from 3. Nice, that's fair. I used to run infestation mine, and you know, honestly, with these new balance changes coming up, I got some nasty ideas for the ladder. Y'all better watch out, okay? But that seems pretty fair. B minus 2, snowflake is 1, so that's pretty cool. Also, I wonder what they're gonna do with Bear Trap. Maybe Bear Trap will be the 3 placeable, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't know if that's the right word for that. Okay. Okay, after the mine, we have Buck. Man found a rapid fire mod. His speed increased. He now attacks faster at 0.6 attacks per second, up from 0.4 attacks per second. I don't think he needed a buff, but hey, maybe an unpopular opinion. I don't know. I don't use Buck like that. All I do know is when Buck is used against me, he already melts everything. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Troop Trap time to trap increased to 3 seconds, up from 2. I have been saying for a long time, if I just had 1 more second on that Troop Trap, my troop would have been free. And it's not like it's crazy. Maybe 2.5 seconds. 3 might be a little bit too much. People that use the Troop Trap might be upset. 3 might be too long. Maybe 2.5 seconds, but we'll see. 3 might be perfect. There's been times where I've freed my troop by breaking the box, but nothing comes out. So maybe this extra second will be just what it needs. Hopefully it's not too much. Let's see. Clown car time to spawn increased to 20 seconds at level 1, up from 15. Beautiful. Clown car, I feel, was just a tad too strong. I feel like with the clown car, it should be high risk and high reward. But when they introduced invisibility, the risk factor went down and the reward went up. So I feel like it was a bit too strong just because of what we had going on. The card itself wasn't the problem, but the cards it was being used with were the problem that made it so strong. So because they made it stronger, they kind of had to, tweak it a little bit to get to where it's fine. Speaking of the devil, invisibility cost increased to 3, up from 2. That's fair. Clown car decks are known for cycling anyways. So slowing down the cycle of something that makes it ridiculously unfair. Because, I don't know, if you don't have napalm or something that'll hit, or something that'll detect, then it's kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. After that, we have Mammoth charge distance increased to 40, up from 32. Amazing. Mammoth came out. She was just a bit underwhelming. I feel like hopefully this is a step in the right direction, if not exactly what she needs. Maybe just a little bit more health. That's just me. Airstrike damage reduced to 800, down from 1600. Also, cost reduced to 4, down from 6. That could go either way, really, in my opinion, because yes, you take down its damage, but at the same time, it's more cyclable. And what does that mean? Spell cycle might be coming back. You guys need to watch out for that. I know it was annoying for me. Maybe it'll just be different, and it won't be overwhelming. We'll see. Mad Scientist. Slow effect will now start at 20% speed reduction at level 1 and increase by 15% per level. Okay, now we got different degrees of slows. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Nice little mechanic. Although, I think the Yeti, because I don't think the Yeti... Anyway, I digress. I don't want to go on too much. Let's see. Speaking of, Confetti, the Yeti slow effect will now start at 45% speed reduction and increase by 5% per level. Interesting. I mean, it is different because Mad Scientist can hit from far, so that's true. He is a big tank that has to hit in front. So that's fair. Ooh, a change to the Greevil. Greevil will no longer generate dough over time. A rework. Instead, it celebrates the death of other troops, enemy or friendly, by generating 1 dough every time this happens. So does that mean you can double dip with a person needing plant and a Greevil? Hey, I'm asking the tough questions here. Tank Arena now has a protective shield that reduces damage by 50% as long as she has more than 50% health. They really want Tank Arena to work so bad, you guys. I think this is going to be strong. That doesn't sound overwhelming. It's, just like having I don't like comparing it to Clash Royale because it's not. It's similar, but it took its own direction. But this is the only way I can compare. It's like having the shields on the Dark Prince or the guards or the Royal Recruits, it'll just disappear when it gets down to a certain health. It's just, it's phrased different, you know what I mean? Instead of them having a shield that breaks, they have a shield that, it reduces damage instead of preventing actual damage to the health. All in all, it's the same thing. It's very interesting to have our first unit going to be having a shield mechanic in the game. I'm glad it's Tank Arena too, because she can be really strong. So I'm excited to use her. The Choppa has been equipped with the latest radar tech and can now reveal invisible units in an 8 radius. Okay, that's not too bad. It's great that we have another invisibility detection troop, especially with introduction of mischief, and mines. Mines he'll be able to shut down. He designed to take out mines and buildings and stuff like that. So definitely exciting for the Choppa. Nice little buff. Maybe he'll find his groove and his fit into the meta. And last but not least, Mr. Poof. An interesting card to touch. Time to spawn illusions reduced by 2 seconds down from 4. Illusion duration reduced to 2 seconds down from 4. Okay, so the illusions will spawn just as quick as so they'll be alive, they'll die, and they'll spawn. They'll be alive and they'll die and they'll spawn. Okay, so, I'm not sure if that's a nerf or a buff. I don't really use Mr. Poof like that, but I feel like it would be a wash, kind of. It's the same thing, just faster. So probably just a buff then. Probably a buff, but we'll see how it goes. What did you guys think? Honestly, all these changes are very exciting. I'm definitely excited about the Greevil change. The Clown Car and Invisibility change, most definitely excited for. That's been needed for a while. And +2, I'm excited about the Choppa and, believe it or not, the Drill. That 2 cars that might be totally viable in this meta coming up. But let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong? Let me know down below in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't. It has been your boy Luxtor. It has been a pleasure. Y'all, let's chill to the next episode. Peace.